Well, it's an idea straight out of a sci-fi movie, but Archer Aviation is working to make air taxis a reality. Our MarketBeat analyst Jea Yu joins us to break down what's happening in the stock right now. Jay, I think everyone can get behind the idea of shortening your commute with an air taxi, but just how close is Archer Aviation to actually making this a reality?
Well, they are basically looking to launch in 2025. Their key flagship product is an air taxi called the Midnight, technically called an eVTOL, electronic vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. It can carry 4 passengers and a pilot. It can go 100 miles, top speeds of 150 miles per hour. And they are actually setting up their networks as well, setting up the LA network and the San Francisco network. So they'll be ready to launch in 2025 and 2026.
That is very soon, and it all sounds exciting and fantastic, but also very expensive. Just how much has Archer spent on developing this product?
In their last quarter, they spent just over $92 million. Um, Now, they have about 360 million or so left in cash, but they also have commitments from their partners. Stellantis, for example, these guys have already put up about $300 million, and they've also committed to putting up another 390 to $400 million to get their manufacturing up and running. These guys are the contract manufacturers. So there's a lot of money pouring into this program.
Yeah, a lot of big name investors coming behind this program, but what does it mean for everyday investors who might be looking at Archer Aviation stock as a buy right now?
Well, Archer actually pulled back about 40% from last month, so it offers a pretty decent opportunity to get in. Now, keep in mind, once again, this is a speculative stock, so this is a situation where they could run out of money even before they launch their network. So it's very important to understand it's speculative, but the $3 level is a very strong support. $3.14 is basically where Stellantis is in the stock, a little over 17 million shares. So if you get it in a pullback on a pullback back to that area, you're basically in the same position as a Stellantis, and a lot cheaper than, let's say, your Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, which owns 9.9% of the company with over 28 million shares at a higher price.
So, what are analysts saying about the possible upside and some price targets for this stock moving forward?
Right. So basically, it's hard to put an exact price target on it. Right now, it's just running on sentiment. So this could hit double digits. As we get closer to the launch, there's going to be catalysts, obviously. So basically, once they have their FAA certification to actually start taking passengers, that's going to make a big difference. It's going to actually boost the stock up. Once they actually start, having commercial flights, that's going to pump the stock up as well. So there's stages where the stock should be able to continue to inch a little higher, rally, pull back, hold a higher base until it gets to the point where these guys are actually producing at full capacity.
So, Jay, what does this company mean for consumers who are looking for those quicker solutions for commuting in especially some of the largest cities like New York and LA? Those are the people I'm thinking right now who are using helicopters to make that commute a lot shorter.
Sure. So basically, they want to shrink your commute time from 60 to 90 minutes by car. They want to shrink it down to about 10 minutes. And you can imagine how many people would want to do that. Now, it's cost prohibitive. Right now, yes, you could rent a helicopter in Manhattan. You could use Blade to travel from Manhattan to JFK in 10 minutes, but it's going to cost you $10 to $12 a mile. With air taxis, they're trying to cut that down to $6 a mile. By 2028, they want to cut the price down to $2 a mile. And then by 2030 and after, they want to actually cut that price down to $1 a mile. So that's going to be a real benefit for consumers, for everyday people who actually want to save on their commute times.
Wow, that's impressive. It's also impressive to see some of the catalyst already happening with this company, with some of the big partnerships they're already starting to get even before launching. Talk about those a little bit.
Sure. So basically, they've already collaborated with Southwest Airlines and United Airlines in putting together their air taxi network. United has already committed conditional commitment to basically purchase $1 billion, the Midnight aircraft. Future Flight Global, these guys have committed to buying, well, conditionally committed to buying about $580 million worth. The U.S. Air Force has just taken delivery of their first aircraft so that they can basically test it out to see, if they're going to order some more down the road. There's a lot of catalysts that are coming together, almost to a perfect storm.
Well, we will no doubt continue to hear about this stock making headlines over the next few months and years as these new products are launched. Stick with MarketBeat as we continue to follow what happens with Archer Aviation and all stocks right at marketbeat.com. As always, happy investing.